Okay, welcome to part 2 of my DVD and Blu-ray update for April 21st. And in this part, I'm going to show you the Blu-rays that I got. And I got 9 of them. So, yeah, so let's get started. The first Blu-ray I got was Risky Business with Tom Cruise. Classic movie. This is the movie that made Tom Cruise, popular. Made him a breakout star, and everyone knows what Risky Business is about. It's about Tom Cruise's parents go out of town, and he has the house all to himself, and everything starts going wrong, and he meets this girl named played by Rebecca D. Mornay. I think that's how you pronounce her last name, and everything starts going bad. But it's just a classic movie. Everyone knows it. The picture quality in this looked really good. The sound was remastered also. And the features on it has a exclusive to Blu-ray video commentary with Tom Cruise, Paul Brickman, who wrote and directed the movie, and John Avnet, who produced it. And it also has the features that were on the DVD, which is the 25th anniversary retrospective, the original screen tests, and director's cut of the final scene. And they're all in high definition also. And the director's cut of the final scene, it just has the same scene like in the original ending. Like you see Tom Cruise and Rebecca D. Mornay in that restaurant sitting down and talking about where they're gonna be and all like that. And in the director's cut of the scene, it's basically just Rebecca D. Mornay standing up and hugging Tom Cruise, and Tom Cruise saying his lines at the end. So that's basically like the director's cut of the scene. But yeah, it's a classic movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Really, really good movie. And the next Blu-ray I got, I know a lot of people said the picture quality was crap on this one, but it was cheap, and so I just had to pick it up. It was like $10, I think, and it's Robocop, and it stars Peter Weller, Nancy Allen, and Miguel Ferrer, who you all may know as, if you saw Blank Check, the Disney movie Blank Check, he plays Quigley in it, the bad guy. But everyone knows what Robocop's about. It's one of my one of my favorite movies. It's a classic. I will be picking up Robocop 2 also on Blu-ray soon. But the picture quality in this, it's not the greatest, but a lot of people put it down and say, oh, it's crap, it's crappy looking. And it has a lot of grain in it, and at that time they used a lot of cheap film stock back in the late 70s, early to late 80s, like up until like 1988. And so if you use that kind of film stock, it's going to look grainy, and I don't mind film grain. I think film grain gives the movie a good look, very well detailed. And if certain studios apply to this thing called DNR, which stands for digital noise reduction, which is a process that removes the film grain in a movie. If you overly use it, it's gonna make the film look like shit, and it's gonna make the film look like it was shot on video, and the actors' faces are gonna look like all wax figures and all like that. So just leave the film, I say leave the film grain intact on some movies, on a lot of movies. But if you're a fan of Robocop, pick it up. It's a classic movie. What more can you say about Robocop that's not already been said? And I know they're remaking the movie, which it's it's not going to be as good as the remake's not going to be as good as the original, which everyone knows about. And then the next one I got, and this was on sale. I got the Gremlins 25th Anniversary Edition Blu-ray, and I have the old Snapper Case DVD, which didn't have any features except the trailers. And this has all the features that were on the special edition DVD, as the over 10 minutes of additional scenes, as making a featurette, has 2 commentaries with Joe Dante, Phoebe Cates, Zach Galligan, Dick Miller, and Howie Mandel, which I listened to. Really fun commentary, and they talk about how they did the film and how they remember it. It also has another commentary with Joe Dante in it. Surprisingly, he did 2. This one, it has producer Michael Fennell and special effects artist Chris Wallace. I didn't listen to that commentary though. As a photo storyboard gallery and the trailers. And the picture quality looks decent. Not as good as I was hoping it for, but you know, it's the same kind of picture quality if you compare it to the Ghostbusters Blu-ray. If you've seen the Ghostbusters picture quality on Blu-ray, that looks exactly how this movie looks on Blu-ray. Yeah, if you like Gremlins, pick this Blu-ray up. And if you haven't seen the movie, check it out. Although I didn't care for Gremlins 2. I don't know. I just didn't care for it. And then the next one I got is a classic. You know, Superman the movie, starring Christopher Reeve as Superman, Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor, and Margot Kidder as Lois Lane. And this is just a classic movie. Everyone knows this movie. It's about, you know, the life of Clark Kent, Superman, and how he became Superman. You know, like, it shows like from when he was a baby, and then it went all the way up to when he was in high school, and how he got a job in Metropolis. You know, how he got the job at the Daily Planet. And you know, what's really good is that they for the Metropolis, they shot it in Manhattan, and the Daily Planet building is the Daily News building. If any of you live out in New York, you'll know what I'm talking about. But you know, this. What more can you say about Superman the movie? It's a classic. And this version is the 2000 expanded version. This is the same version that I have on the Snapper Case, the old DVD that I have of it. That's the 2000 expanded version. And the only way you could get the 78 theatrical version is if you buy like the 4-disc edition. And yeah, that's the only reason. That's the only main way you could get it. And I know they're releasing a Superman motion picture anthology in June, which is going to have all 4 Christopher Reeve movies, and including Superman Returns, which that movie was a piece of shit, and 3 and 4 were also. But you know, the features on here are the same that are on the Snapper Case DVD. As a commentary with Richard Donner and creative consultant Tom Mekowitz. It has the Taking Flight, the development of Superman, and Making of Superman, Film and the Legend, which are hosted by Trevor Howard. And it has a screen test, a music-only audio track, and the trailers and the TV spot. And the picture quality on this, it looks okay. Like when you enter, like the scene where they're in the Fortress of Solitude, it's very grainy, and I noticed a few like hair marks on the print, and you know, later on as the movie goes on, the picture quality really shapes up. But yeah, if you're a fan of the Christopher Reeve, the first 2 Christopher Reeve movies, you know, pick them up. And I will get Superman 2. I'll get the Richard Donner cut, because I saw it on Blu-ray and I want to check that out. But Superman's a classic. What more can you say about it? And the next one I got was the Stand By Me 25th Anniversary Edition on Blu-ray. And it stars Will Wheaton, the late River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, and Jerry O'Connell, and Kiefer Sutherland. Classic movie. Everyone knows it. It's on my top 20 favorite lists of movies of all time. And I really don't like how you open the Blu-ray like this, because you have to open it like that. They didn't use the normal way to open it. When you open it like that, and if you pull too hard on it, you're gonna break the case. You know, I wish that they would stop doing that. As you know, like I say, you could break the case. And I like the disc guard on there also, which is really cool. And the only new feature that the Blu-ray has is the picture-in-picture video commentary with director Rob Reiner and actors Will Wheaton and Corey Feldman, which was really good. Really good in-depth information on the film. And also has the 3 features that were on the DVD. Because I have the deluxe edition DVD, which is out of print, and it comes with a music-only track, like a CD, and a booklet also. But yeah, it has the Walking the Tracks, the Summer of Stand By Me, the commentary with Rob Reiner, and the Stand By Me music video. Yeah, and I really love the this cover to it. Also, it beats the hell out of the deluxe edition cover. But yeah, it was, you know what this movie's about. It's about these four boys, and they go on a search for a dead body. Everyone knows what the plot's about. But yeah, it was Rob Reiner directed this also. He all may know as Meathead, you know, Mike Stivic on All in the Family, which is one of my favorite classic TV shows. But if you like Stand By Me, the movie, pick it up. And the picture quality on this really looks good really looks good. Hell of a lot better than the DVD. But yeah, pick that up if you like Stand By Me. And the next one I got, and I was holding off on this movie because it was released on a double feature DVD, and I didn't want to buy it because I didn't want to have the sequel to it, because the sequel was shit. And I was waiting for a separate release for it, and that never ended up happening. And you know, I found out this was coming out to Blu-ray, and I just had to pick it up. And it's Teen Wolf with Michael J. Fox. You know, it's very cheesy. It's a cheesy 80s fun movie. And it stars Michael J. Fox, James Hampton, who plays Michael J. Fox's father in the movie. And it stars Jerry Levine, who plays Styles in the movie, which I like his character, Styles. It's very funny, very over the top. And you know, he's like one of those cool dudes that you would hang out with wearing black sunglasses. But yeah, the picture quality on this, it was okay. You know, it's grainy. I saw like dirt and like specks on the print also while watching it, and some hair marks. But you know, this is probably how the film's gonna ever end up looking. And you know, I didn't do a full remaster on the picture. But this movie's about Michael J. Fox, and he's like the shy boy in school, and his basketball team isn't doing very well, his high school basketball team. And one night he becomes this werewolf, and his father tells him that it runs in the family, and one day he becomes the werewolf in school, and he starts to become more popular and all like that. But you know, it's just a fun movie. It's cheesy 80s fun. If you like this stuff, pick it up. You know, if you like cheesy 80s films. But if you haven't seen this movie, check it out. And avoid the sequel with Jason Bateman in it. It was crap. It was basically the sequel was the first movie, the first story of the movie redone, but set only in college. So, you know. And also, the guy who plays Francis in Pee-wee's Big Adventure is in this movie also, as one of the high school basketball players. And the next one I got was a classic, another one, Batman '89 with Michael Keaton as Batman, Jack Nicholson as the Joker, and Kim Basinger as Vicky Vale. And everyone knows this movie. I don't need to explain it. And Tim Burton directed this. And this is the 20th anniversary digibook that came out back in 2009. Has the stuff about the movie in there. It's like shaped of a book and all like that. It's really cool though. And it came with a digital copy, which I don't use digital copies because I don't have a iPod or anything like that to use that with the digital copy. So in my opinion, they're useless, digital copies. But yeah, I would have to say I like Jack Nicholson as the Joker, but I really loved Heath Ledger's performance as Joker in Dark Knight. It was more darker, more freakier, all like that. And you know, Jack Nicholson, his playing as a Joker, it's kind of like, you know, how Cesar Romero was playing it in the 60s TV show. But if you like, you know, Batman, if you haven't got this on Blu-ray, highly pick it up. Get this Blu-ray edition. But I know a lot of people really hate digibooks because they're too big to fit on their shelves, but I really like them. I think they give full in-depth on the movie and the actors and the directors and all like that. And they also have another one that's in a regular Blu-ray case. But yeah, just pick this one up. It's really good. And I like the back cover too, where it's the final scene where it's the final battle between you know, Batman and the Joker in the cathedral. So pick that up if you like Batman. And the next one I got, and I have never seen this movie before, and when I hold it up, you're gonna be like, what? You never saw that movie? And I know it's a classic movie, but I watched the whole thing and really liked it. It's on my top 20 favorite movie list, and that is Taxi Driver, with Robert De Niro. Martin Scorsese directed it. And I know you're all saying, what? You never saw that movie? What's wrong with you? I know. I only knew the line that Robert De Niro does, you know, the you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Oh, like that. That's the only one I know before I even saw the movie. That was the only line I ever knew because everyone was says it and quotes it. But it stars Robert De Niro. It stars a young Jodie Foster. She was 12 when she made this movie. Also stars Harvey Keitel, Peter Boyle, late Peter Boyle, and Sybil Shepherd. And when you buy this, you may think it's a digibook, but it's really not. How you open it is you lift this up like that, and it has good artwork on there, good photos, and you open it up like that, and there's the Blu-ray. You got more photos here. Look at that. That's amazing. And inside here you get like photo stills, scanned photos. I haven't opened them yet, but you know, that's where they're located at. But yeah, I gotta be careful here. Alright. And this scene has this is the scene, that's Martin Scorsese right there, the director, in the scene from the movie. Damn it. Oh, yeah, just let me close that, close this. So yeah, if you've never seen this movie, check it out. It's a classic. Has a ton of features also. I didn't get to watch the features on here, but I will eventually. And the final one I got, the final Blu-ray, is An American Werewolf in London, classic movie starring David Norton and Jenny O'Gutter and Griffin Dunne. And I have the DVD of this, the 2-disc special edition DVD. And it doesn't have any new features. The only features that are on my special edition DVD. But the picture quality on this, it's okay. It's really grainy throughout the whole movie, but that's how the movie was technically shot, and that's how John Landis, who was the writer and director, probably wanted it to be. But everyone knows the plot to this movie. It's about David Norton and Griffin Dunne, two American guys that go on a visit to London, and they get attacked by a werewolf. Well, Griffin Dunne gets attacked first, then David Norton, and Griffin Dunne, sorry I pronounced his last name, Griffin Dunne dies, and David Norton is still alive, and Griffin Dunne's character comes back and haunts David Norton and tells him, you know, he's a werewolf and he must be killed. You know, everyone knows what this movie's about. It's one of my favorite horror films, definitely on my top, 20 favorite films list, and definitely on my favorite horror films. And if you haven't seen this movie, check it out. It's really good, really scary, really funny also. And the transformation scene is so perfectly done. And yeah, so it's a classic movie. So that's it for my DVD and Blu-ray update for April 21st. Thank you all for watching, and until the next video, which will probably be a review of another Mark Wahlberg movie called The Big Hit. Underrated movie, which a lot of people really don't like, but I just want to watch it, see how it is. And so that's it for this video, and thank you all for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you all later. Bye.